Good afternoon and welcome to the appointment subcommittee meeting for the March 16th. We have before us excuse me, we have a meeting going on. The first order of business is the reappointment of Ms. Diane Colella, 60 Alston Street, Revere, Mass. As the election commissioner. Please state your name and address for the record, please.
Diana Colella, 60 Alston Street, Revere, Mass.
Also doing a great job for our community. Any questions from the members of the subcommittee? Seeing none. Diane, it looks like it's going to be universal. Everybody's going to vote for you. And thank you for your great effort that you're doing for our community. The committee of the whole will be meeting at 6 o'clock this evening. We will take it up for a vote then. And rest assured you will be voted out favorably. And congratulations and do another great job.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Diane. The next is the appointment of Mr. Lohan Maria, 1123 Revere Beach Parkway, as a constable. Sir, when you come to the podium, state your name and address for the record, please.
Lohan Maria, Revere Beach Parkway, Revere, 1123.
And this is a new appointment?
Yeah.
Any members that wishing to speak? Councilor Marabito.
Can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
I go to school full-time for criminal justice, and I would like to serve civil matters, summons, capers, as a constable.
I heard you speaking, but I really couldn't get most of it because you talk a little louder so we can hear you. Councilor Patch.
No, I'm sorry. I just is this a new?
This is a new appointment.
New appointment. Are you a constable anywhere else?
No.
Do you have any security or police experience at all?
Yes, I do. I did last Sunday. I attended the class, the powers and duties for constable. Lawyer Patrick Roger. And I go to school full-time over a year for criminal justice.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilor. Are you familiar with the rules and regulations of the being a constable?
Yes, I am.
And do you have any individual that you'd be particularly working for?
Say it again?
Who would you be working for?
For city constables. He has
For who? I'm sorry, I didn't get his name.
His name is Tachiano Deza. He's an owner for city constable, and he's a constable for over 8 years already.
And where's he based out of?
Somerville.
Somerville. So do you know this is only for Revere?
Yeah.
Okay. Any other questions from members of the council? Seeing none, I have a motion on the floor to approve. All in favor, all opposed? So ordered. You've been approved by the subcommittee. We'll be conducting a meeting after 6 o'clock this evening as it comes out for a vote. There's no need to stay in attendance if you don't wish to. We will vote you out favorably. You must assure of that, and do a good job for our community and serve the city well. And in the next few days, contact the city clerk's office for any information that you might require. There are signatures that are required that you have to meet with the city clerk. Okay? Thank you very much, sir, for your attendance. Next is the appointment of Mr. Vincent Laria, 362 Vane Street, to the Conservation Commission. Vincent, when you come to the podium, state your name and address for the record, please.
Vincent Laria. Actually, my address is 302 Vane Street. It's wrong on the letter.
302?
Yes.
So noted. Ms. Clerk, address is 302 Vane. Okay, and this is your first, this is not a reappointment, this is your first appointment to the Conservation. Any members of the council wishing to speak? Obviously, you're going to go to a very hard-working body of people, and you have a very able chair who's been dedicated to the city of Revere and conservation for years, so you're going to have a great knowledge of wealth you're going to attain from services that are going to be offered out. So we look forward to having you serve the community. Thank you very much for your attendance tonight. Again, as I stated earlier, There's no need to stay in attendance if you don't wish so. We will vote you out favorably this evening, and you'll hear from the mayor's office in terms of being sworn in. Congratulations, do a good job for our
Thank you
community.
very much.
Thank you. Congratulations again.
The mayor's letter is incorrect. The mayor's letter was the 360.
So noted. Next is reappointment of Mr. Benjamin D. Cristoforo, 5 Dennett Road, Winchester, as the building inspector. State your name and address for the record, please.
Benjamin D. Cristoforo, 5 Dennett Road, Winchester, Mass.
Any questions from members of the council? Council Patch, excuse me, what's your name? Would you like to speak? Council Haas, would you like to speak?
I think Benny's done a good job down there. He's very fair and honest with the constituents. So, I'll be voting his confirmation.
Council President Powers.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I'm in and out of the building department many, many times on different issues, as well I should be. And I've always found the applicant very credible, always looking things over very carefully, and always being very fair, and that's the important thing. When people
Rest assured, he'll be there tomorrow morning.
Yeah, well, I no doubt in my mind about that. But I'm very serious about this. When I've gone in with some issues, and he takes the time to sit down with me, discuss those issues, and sometimes when I leave, I leave with a different idea, because I really was not fully aware of what the building codes were when I went in there. And he always takes the time to explain that to me, and again, he's always fair and impartial, and that's what I respect and look for in a building inspector. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Council Powers.
Thank you.
Council Patch.
I look forward to seeing you again.
You will.
Council Patch.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I just want to say that in working over this past several years with Benny, unfortunately for Benny, he's the building inspector at a time where the city has changed drastically as far as running a building department. And, you have to be firm, but also fair. And I've found him on many occasions we've had on a conversation. We've managed to work out whatever the problem was, and he is firm and he is fair. So I will be voting in favor of him tonight, and hope he continues on the same path that he's been doing in the past. Thank you.
Thank you, Council. Council Zambudo.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I don't think it's any secret that I've been in the construction industry for most of my adult life, which is a long one. I've been to many cities and towns. I've dealt with many building inspectors. I think we have, if not the best, one of the best, most professional, most qualified building inspectors in the state. I'll put him up against anybody, and I couldn't give him a higher recommendation. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilor. Councilor Reardon.
Thank you, Mr. President. Very briefly, I concur with the comments of my colleagues, and I'd also like to add that Benny is one of the most responsive members of the administration that I get to speak to on occasion. His phone hardly ever goes to voicemail. He almost always picks it up and as the talks to you about your issue and is patient because some of us haven't been in the construction industry for the last how many 100 years? So he's been very patient. He's very patient, and I commend him for that. And I certainly am in favor of his reappointment. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilor Reardon. Councilor Novoselsky.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Di Cristoforo.
Councilor.
I just want to say that I'm probably in Benny's office more than any councilor here. At least 3-4 times a week. I go down there with issues.
He's got to get a life, right, Benny?
That's right. And Benny and I are best friends, and we go out to lunch all the time because I'm in his office for so long. But he does do a good job. I'm glad we're doing this for you to give you some more beef and do some good things, especially down in my neighborhood. I know you're always down there, you're doing your job down there, I thank you for that. And I said, you would keep your guys in line and have them do a good job like they always have been, and you yourself. Thank you. Good luck.
Well, I know for certain that you're always happy to see me and hear from me. You know, I could see when you're smiling when I walk in the door, and you say, "Oh no, here he comes again." But certainly, it's a pleasure working with you. And sometimes we're adversarial because we have to. You know, I'm representing someone that has an interest that maybe we have to tweak a little, and so it's a challenging position for yourself for sure. And certainly, you've met the challenge. You've done a great job, and I haven't heard any complaints come forward to me, at least, suggesting otherwise. So, again, keep up the good work. Continue the job for our community. We look forward to working with you in the future, and congratulations. Again, this will be voted out favorably this evening by the Committee of the Whole. No need to stay in attendance if you don't wish. If I would love to see you out there watching democracy in action, but
I'll be your counselor.
God bless you.
Thank you, Jim.
Congratulations. Good luck. Do a good job for our community. All in favor, all opposed? So ordered. Next is the reappointment of Caruso Corporation, 320 Charger Street, as a licensed drain layer. Is Steve Caruso in the building, please? Come to the podium, state your name and address for the record, please.
Stephen Caruso, 320 Charger Street, Caruso Corp.
We've seen a lot of you the last couple of weeks. My word. Any questions for the members of the subcommittee? Councilor Zambuto.
Obviously, Steve Caruso is an institution in the city of Revere. Everybody knows him, and those of us that know him professionally knows he's a true professional, and we're happy to have him reappointed. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Well, certainly, we are very pleased in the city of Revere to be having you so close to us, to be able to call on you right away in an hour of need. And we certainly had many hours of need this past month or so. So congratulations. It's a fine effort that you and your crew did to help us out, and certainly with the water breaks that were a major catastrophe, you know, for those affected by it. So we certainly look forward to working with you again, and thank you very much. Again, this will be voted out favorably by the subcommittee, then we'll go to committee of the whole, and they will vote it out favorably. No need to stay in attendance if you don't wish. Congratulations. Continue the good job.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Looking forward to working with you.
Very nice. Thank you.
Next and finally is your reappointment, Gicardi Construction, 145 Burble Street, Swampscott, as a licensed drain layer. Come to the podium, state your name and address for the record, please.
How you doing? My name is Marco Ciciotti. I live at 145 Barrel Street.
And this is a reappointment.
Yes.
Any questions from the members of the subcommittee? Any questions from members of the council? Well, you've been in town for many years. I've been appointment chair for a few years, and I see you come before us, and certainly we haven't received any complaints in reference to the work you're performing for our community, so congratulations, do a good job. We will vote you out favorably later on this evening, and in the next few days, you can contact the city clerk for your paperwork.
Okay.
Congratulations, do a good job for our community. All in favor, all opposed? So ordered. That concludes the appointment subcommittee for the meeting of March 16, 2015. Thank you for your attendance.